Hey guys, we're in OnRack, and I did a lot of grinding. We're level 53 now, and I want to show off the new spells and equipment we have because I didn't show it off while I was grinding. So for Ryuko, basically I got the black magic spells I didn't get with Tadpole, and then I got a couple others that could be useful. I wound up not getting Blizzard because I wanted to focus Ryuko's magic more on, I guess, stat stuff, kinda. And for equipment, Ryuko and Tadpole are the only changes. Ryuko's got an Ice Brand and Ice Shield that I held on to, Tadpole's got Cat Claws. Oh, and there's level 8 magic we have now. Tadpole has Stop, which stops time and paralyzes foes, Warp, which banishes foes to another dimension, and Kill, which kills one foe. And then there's Saber, which raises caster accuracy and attack. I think Break is new, paralyzes a foe, and Blizzaga is something we already had, I think. Coffee has Kiraja and Diaja now, which do pretty much the same thing as the earlier versions, but Kiraja heals all HP. Holy damages all foes with Holy Light, and then Dispel negates one foe's magical defenses. I think there is one more magic shop, but we can't visit it just yet, which is sad. But let's get out of town and head on. So, basically, someone in Gaia mentioned that there was some sort of thing flying to the west, and someone in OnRack mentioned something going north, so we're basically just going up the river. This is a Neochu, by the way. It's like an upgraded Ochu, but right now it's not a threat. And this follows kind of a trope in games where there's always a secret behind a waterfall. Or not even just in games, just in like media in general. There's always something behind a waterfall, so here it is. Yay! So the Waterfall Cavern was mentioned, I believe, by someone in OnRack as there was like something crashed in the north. And the trick for this dungeon is, well, there's a bunch of bats, they go kiki, and basically you can just follow the north wall. The enemies are not exactly new, but usually when I'm in dungeons I like to show off combat anyways, because combat is not a bad thing, you know? I still don't know what Snort does, actually. And I really do like Ryuko's attack animation sound stuff with the Ice Brand, because I thought the Coral Sword looked kinda silly with the branches and stuff. So it's nice to have him have a good weapon. And one thing I think I forgot to mention is about the class upgrades. It's really a good idea to do them as early as possible, especially if you have a ninja or a warrior on your team, because when they get the class upgrades they can learn magic, but they don't get any magic power until they level up. And if you level up earlier, you'll have a chance to have a higher magic pool, basically, in total. If you want them to be magic users, of course, because sometimes you don't want to do that because it's like a time-consuming thing. I don't know. More nightmares. Oh no. They're gonna scare us, guys. That attack was fitting. Yes, I'm still coughing. And punchy. Oh wow! Oh, I forgot how much damage the cat claw does. But yeah, we just want to follow the southern wall, essentially. I'm getting tired of nightmares. Just wake up already. Jeez, that did 900 damage. Fooper, you're awesome. And there are branches that go up to the upper areas, but they really don't lead anywhere. And this, for a waterfall cavern, there are a lot of pale horses. I'm just saying, it's weird, you know. Fooper leveled up finally, because you'd think like maybe they wouldn't be this deep into the water. Oh, there we go, mummies. That makes more sense. This is actually a good idea, or a good chance for me to test out what Holy looks like. So, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, they cast Sleep. That's actually kind of fitting of mummies. I didn't know that. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually kind of neat looking. And it works. So is Sleep? Sleep does not linger. Cool. And down here, I believe... I'm getting tired of nightmares. They aren't even that scary. Oh, this is interesting. We want to take down the Pyrolisk and the Cockatrices first, because the Cockatrice does, something. I think Holy actually damages everything, so we're gonna try that too. But Cockatrices inflict stone. Pyralisks might also inflict stone, I'm not sure. They don't deal a lot of physical damage, but the effects are terrifying. Okay, there we go. Anyways, in this room, there's a robot. As well as a wizard staff, a ribbon, a little bit of gil, a little more gil, a little more gil, and a defender, which I believe is a shield. And we talked to this robot. I have been waiting. Take the cube, Tiamat, flying fortress, please. Okay. So, the warp cube. I'll show on the map right now, if I can. Oh, is the robot dying already? So this is technically slight spoilers, but they're in the middle of the desert is the Mirage Tower, which is the 4th Fiend dungeon, technically. And we need the warp cube to get to the second half of it, kind of like how we needed the thing from the guy over here to get into the Fiend... Sada, that's his name. Sada's thing to get into the Cavern of Earth's lower parts. I think those are the only 2 dungeons that have, like, items you need to progress further in, as far as I know, and you can actually get this before you start the dungeon, which is nice, because you needed to kill the vampire to get the ruby to get to Sada's place. So getting that out of the way was actually very useful. And I think what I'm going to do is probably skip ahead. The place I'm going to go next is probably going to be the Caravan over here, which was mentioned by someone in OnRack. Because there we have to get something to get into the 3rd dungeon. And I figure we may as well, you know, get everything we can while we can. So, see you then, guys. I guess. I mean, it's only, what, 5 minutes in? 7? Something like that? I don't know how to count. Oh well. Be back in a second. Hey guys, I just wanted to open up the map so we have a frame of reference, because I know I mentioned it and I showed it, but I figured I'd show it again. Caravan's right here. We're right here, right now, on the river. So yeah.
So there's not much to say right now. One thing I think is kind of neat about this part of the map is that the Caravan is actually kind of in a secluded part of the desert. Like right there's grass around and everything.
And we're at the Caravan. Luckily, we got a lot of gil from the Waterfall Cavern, because we're buying a bottled fairy at 40,000 gil. And we didn't have that at the start of the episode. I know we didn't, we had like 1,000 something. Which is pennies compared to this. Not literally, but kinda. And now, he has nothing to say. Oh, now he sells... Ooh, I have actually never checked him after that. He sells a bunch of stuff that temporarily raises stuff. That's not my gameplay style, actually. I don't do that. I'm still coughing. But anyways, we're gonna head to Gaia, I think. Because if I remember correctly, someone mentioned how we need a fairy to capture some oxyale in the well or something. I think that was what it was. I don't know. We're gonna find out, though. So... Oh, actually, it might be the well in OnRack. I don't know. I'll check OnRack, then I'll check Gaia, and then I'll get back to you guys. So, another skip forward! Okay, cool, we just stepped into Gaia, and there's a cutscene. Going that way. Did I miss a part of the town? Because I don't remember a well. But I actually never... What the hell? That's a border of the town. Oh, I know what it was. I'm stupid. I forgot to actually check out an entire part of town. Up north, it's one of the points. We have to go around, I think. But past the shop, there's another part of town that has the sanctuary. And there's a pirate guy. And what does he have to say? I caught the fairy, so I figure she's mine to do with as I please. What's the big deal? So I sold her to the Caravan, so what? Okay, so that's how you find out about that if you haven't played this game before. So there's this long path I just completely forgot about. I am very astute, and that word makes me giggle every time or almost makes me giggle. Anyways, this lady, fairy, you're the ones who rescued me from the bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was just so scared. I'll get you some oxyale from the bottom of the spring to make up for it, okay? So she just goes off screen, goes down, comes up. And we obtain Oxyale, or Oxyale, I don't know how to pronounce it. Something. Basically, air will flow out of this water for as long as we have it, so we can breathe with it, underwater. And as I recall, in Onrek, there is a broken down little submarine made from a barrel that can't hold enough oxygen, so that's where we're heading next. What is this, a side path out? Yes, oh, yeah. So we're going to Onrek. And we are in Onrek. I'm gonna go ahead and stop at the inn first, because the random encounters have been kind of whittling away at our life. And I want to just say that Fooper has been doing really awesome since the class upgrade. Like, he's been dishing out a lot of damage. And it's something I mentioned way back in the beginnings, that Masters after the class upgrade, they get really strong, and like a team of 4 could defeat the final boss in a couple turns in the original by just smacking you in the face a few times. So it's nice to have, you know, a really good heavy hitter that's paying off. Anyways, we're gonna head down out this way and talk to this girl. You have Oxyale. You're the ones we've been waiting for. Please save the mermaids. And she moved diagonally. Good God! Wait, what? She's just what the? I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna assume it's ghosts and go away. Actually, I can't, because this is... I need to do this. But you know what? I think next time on Final Fantasy, we are gonna go into the barrel. So I'll see you then, guys. Take care.